Let's start with a numerical example of moment area method. So here there is a cantilever beam with two point loads at free end and at 1 meter from the fixed support. You have to find the slope and deflection at B and C, that is under exactly under the 2 point loads. So E value is given as 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square, and I value is 9 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. So here step 1, as defined in the previous lecture, bending moment diagram. So we have to draw the bending moment diagram for this cantilever beam. So at B it is 0, and at C it is 20 into 1, that is 20, and then at A it is 20 into 2 plus 30 into 1, so totally it is 70. Then after drawing this diagram, you have to divide this into basic shapes. You can see that here there is a triangle, here there is a rectangle, and here there is a triangle. You have to divide this into three known shapes. So first you can see that slope and deflection have to find out between B and also C. So first this diagram I meant for choosing the B point. You have to choose the 2 points, that is A, that is fixed support A, and another point is to find out the deflection, that is B. So I am going to take the area between A and B. So for that there are A1, A2 and A3, three areas and corresponding X bars. So for this first thing, we have to take the X distance from B to the corresponding CG points, So for the 1 it is X1, for the 2 it is X2, and for the 3 it is X3. Then this is the same bending moment diagram, but this is for between A and C, the area between A and C. So you will have only area 2 and area 3. So here you can see that the distance is from C point to the corresponding CG points, that is the X bars. So this is X2 and this is X3. This is for between A and C. So here also we have divided that. You can see that the length is here 1 meter, and here it is 1 meter as shown in the diagram, and the corresponding y-axis is bending moment. So it is 20 here, so this height is 20, and then the total height of this to this is 70. So balance this distance is 50, that is 70 minus 20, I have given here 50. So the shape of this triangle is 1 meter and 20 kilonewton per mm per meter, sorry, into meter. Then this area is a rectangle, that is 1 into 20, and this area will be half into base into height, that is base is 1 meter and height is 50. So based on this we have to calculate the area. Now for first one I am going to take area between A to B, that is area between A and B. So here there are three areas. First area is a triangle, so it is half into base into height, half into 1 into 20. So it is minus 10 kilonewton meter square. You have to multiply with the units. So here comes the unit as a very crucial thing. You have to substitute each value with its corresponding units. So final unit will be kilonewton per meter square. I am converting this into Newton mm square. So for conversion it is 10 power 3 into 10 power 6. Why? Because E and I value I have to substitute in Newton and mm, so that I am converting this area is also in Newton and mm. So area 2, it is a rectangle, 1 into 20. You can see that it is 1 into 20. Then it will be minus 20 kilonewton meter square, conversion into 10 power 3 into 10 power 6. Then area 3, it is a triangle, half into base into height, minus 25 into 10 power 3 into 10 power 6. So corresponding X bars. So X1, you can see that X1 it is 2 by 3 of the base, so 2 by 3 of 1, so it will be 2 by 3 meters. Then X2 is, you can see that X2 distance is from B to this CG point. It is already here to here 1 meter, and then this is half of 1 meter, so 2, so it is 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2 meters. then x3. So for the third one, from here to here already it is 1 meter, then here it is 2 by 3 of 1. So 1 plus 2 by 3 of 1 equal to 5 by 3 meters. This is also I have converted into millimeters. You can see that everything is converted to millimeter. Then this is for area between A and C. This is for between A to C. So area 2 is the same, area 3 is the same, only the x bar will change. For this A to C, x2 and x3 there, you can see that between A and C. Now you have to calculate the x2 from C to this CG point, which is nothing but half of this base, that is 1 meter. So 1 by 2. So here x3 will be 2 by 3 of 1. That's all. So that is what given here. X2 is 1 by 2 meters and x3 is 2 by 3 meters. So the step 2 is over. Then step 3, you have to find the slope and deflections. So slope for B point, so it is nothing but area by EI. So area is A1 plus A2 plus A3 by EI. So adding everything and dividing by the corresponding E into I. So finally it is minus 0.030556 radians. So because as it is unitless, the slope is nothing but rotation and it is called as, and the unit is radian. Then deflection. So here you can see that deflection is A into x bar. So here we have to separate thing A1 x1 bar plus A2 x2 bar and A3 x3 bar. So substituting the values which is found in the step 2 and substituting everything. So after conversion of everything, you can see that x bar is also substituted 2 by 3 into 10 power 3, which is converted into millimeter, and here 10 power 3 into 10 power 6, which is converted to kilonewton meter square to kilonewton millimeter square. Then final deflection is minus 43.52 meters, so millimeters. Then slope at C, you can see that for the slope at C, we are going to A by EI. So here A2 and A3 only, because between A and C there is only 2 areas. So for that it is minus 0.025 radians. Then deflection, it is A x bar by EI. So A2 x2 bar plus A3 x3 bar. So here the x2 and x3 which is found between the A to C in the step 3. So substituting that, we will get the corresponding deflection. It is minus 14.82. So this is problem 1. So next problem. So I have started with another problem. With this is the same problem I have given the assignment in the Maclaurin method. So it can be solved in moment area method very easily. You can see that this is the cantilever beam and you have to find the slope and deflection at the free end. Given that EI value is 1 into 10 power 10 kilonewton millimeter square. Again you can see that EI equal to 1 into 10 power 10 kilonewton mm square. I am converting this EI into kilonewton meter square. So 1 into 10 power 4, which is nothing but millimeter square is converted to meter square. So into 10 power minus 6. So first step, we have to find the bending moment diagram for this. So at B, bending moment at B is 0, and then bending moment at D is, it is UDL. So 2 into 2 into half the distance, 2 into 2 into half the distance 1, so it is minus 4. Then at C point, you can see that it is 2 into 2 into perpendicular distances from this midpoint to C point. So already it is 1 meter plus here 2 by 2, then which will be equal to totally 3 meters, 2 meters here. So 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. Then bending moment at A. So at A point, you can see that 2 into 2 into distances from A point to the midpoint of the UDL. So it is 4 plus 1 plus half the times of 2, 1. So 5, 6 meters. Then plus 3 into perpendicular distance 4. So 12. So adding everything, you will get it is 36. So drawing this is from B to D it is UDL, so it is a parabolic curve. Then from D to C it is a inclined straight line. From B to D it is an inclined straight line. Then from C to A it is straight line, because there is no UDL, there is no UDL, so you have given us straight line. So this is a bending moment diagram. Now I am going to divide this into 5 shapes. So from B to D it is one parabolic triangle shape. Then this rectangle is AD into height of 4, and then this inclined line is divided into a triangle here, third point, and the fourth area is a rectangle, and fifth area is a triangle. You can see that there are two triangles, two rectangles, and one parabolic triangle. Okay, so these are the 5 shapes. So here step 2 is we have to find out the slope and deflection at the free end, that is at B. So taking the fixed point one point and the deflection point the other point, so you have to calculate from between A and B. So you have to calculate the area between A and B and their corresponding x bars. So A1 it is a parabolic triangle, so it is half into base into height, so 1 by 3 into 2 into 4. You can see that the height is 4 and the base is 2, so 1 by 3 2 into 4. Then area 2 is a triangle, so rectangle, so rectangle it is 4 plus 1 5, and then height is 4. You can see that here it is a rectangle 5 into 4. Then A3 is a triangle, third one is a triangle of base is 1 meter and height is 4 meters. So you have given that half into base 1 meter into 4, which is equal to -2. And then area 4 is a rectangle, here the base is, you can see that 4 meters and the height is 4 meters, so it will be 4 into 4 16. And the final area 5 is, it base is 4 meters and the height is 28 kilonewton meter, so it is half into 4 into 28, so -56. And the corresponding x bars, so x bars is measured from the B point to the corresponding CG points. So for first one it is 3 by 4th of, so here also I have made a small mistake here, it is a parabolic, so it is 3/4 of the distance, so it is 3/4, 3 by 4 of 2. I will change it, it is 3 by 4 of 2. And then here for this distance x2 is 2 plus 5 by 2. So you can see that this x2 is half of this 4 plus 1, that is 5 meters, that is 2.5, then this plus 2, so it will be totally 4.5 or 9 by 2. So corresponding the following x bars are calculated. Then the step 3 is nothing but it is slope is nothing but area by here EI, here 5 areas, so A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 divided by EI, substituting everything. Now you have no need to conversion of 10 power 3, because EI is converted to kilonewton meter square, so you can directly substitute this value without this conversion, so it will be 0.009667 radians. So similarly the deflection A into x bar by EI, so substituting everything you will get this answer. There is a small mistake in this x bar, so this value will be changed as light. So this is a problem. Thank you.